Hello everyone. Hello, welcome to Sikasem. Send Monday BICN High Life Radio and OTA. The boy Patrick Befi, because he can come. Na yedi Sikasem Ebro no. I said you be no. Your topic be so you become once in fair. But before you start nebema kasi am brief kakra bi ansa na yato aso. Again, High Life Radio Sikasem. Patrick Befi, because he can come. Because before the best start cry, and then you say, "Odi ye be at honum." Na it was very MSM cry. Just say MSM it was na hit back home. Which means say some na o can no cry. Me kai say Saturday and I'm who say na o can ho asem. Oh wait, and now the year stars ni na o Sunday. Wa wonim no wa hwe a wo behu se na esitie.
Right.
Say me the better me na se na esitie as di komo ne ade no. Ba ma minja ma na introduction kakra na chief na into chief ya welcome everyone.
Sharp. Yeah, thank you once again for the opportunity. Yeah, for so any other for baby motion free be like usual, and it's a very wonderful topic for you. Before the topic, just a little thing in per se share. And at the end, history, but again, it's something to create awareness. A little research on my me checking statistics now. Over China, China has become a global force when it comes to manufacturing. China has active working factories over 6 million. Over 6 million working factories producing. China, a country, they are very much into Buddhism. They don't have up to 50,000 temples. It was roughly around 33,000. Now, over US.
On population, you say?
Hey,
billions.
China there, billion. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, billions. Billions.
So, we are over a billion, right?
Yeah, they're over a billion.
Yep. Almost temples, no, you say?
Temple are less than 50,000. It's roughly around 33,000. But factories on one over 6 million. Over 6 million. And when I think about the number, I not mean person but when I look at the volume of things that they are producing now, they have over 6 million factories. And over US the same thing. Over US has about 300,000 factories. Yeah, so sorry, but the factories dominate the religious bodies. Germany, German machine, they have close to about 400,000 working factories. Sorry, say and you're popular to second any beam. Now, UK, they also have close to about 300,000. The stores. Yeah, the stores. UK, the same thing. UK has a balance of mosques, any factories, but again, they have more factories than religious institutions. Yeah, call the whole of Africa. There's a comparison in your fair. Yembra Ghana. You call Ghana, Hana Mikokaya will be a month for Dimatem or commenting, but it's okay, it's part of it. Call Ghana. Ghana has more than Ghana, there were more religious bodies. Because religious bodies and our temples are a mosque. Baby, we have more of them than factories and as industries. And you know, try the entire Ghana, baby, one at a time.
But you my box
and
figure.
I added one thing.
Wait, my figure no, roughly figure no.
Ghana roughly. Ghana figure an idea. Okay, don't say any use, but the statistics are okay. Every 10 mile radius be between your sorry 2 or 3. Then so checking Ghana no. Yeah, in sorry, it can get to about 100,000. Or yeah,
the fact is, they say you share the population of China. Now hear the number. Now hear the population of Ghana. Now hear the number now.
Ghana about 35 million. Just a tiny drop out China. But China. You're more churches, you're more mosques. Recently, Chief Imam Ekas must say Saudi Arabia for those fund for wrong fund. They should stop building mosques for them in the Zongos. They are tired of it. That is what the Chief Imam said. And this should tell you the reason why Ghana, yeah, OBB, I want to say, those who brought us religion, they have more factories than religious bodies. Shouldn't it ring a bell to us? Shouldn't it ring a bell in our mind? Say, among the religion, they have more factories than religious temples. And say, per se, as country a bit me compete with other countries. I call Benin here, Benin Burkina Faso, they are fast developing. Rwanda, Paul Kagame president, were closely down about 6,000 churches. They say Ghana ain't depending Rwanda, but Rwanda went through the genocide and Chebia, but maybe or more because they have effective leaders and then they are involving themselves into manufacturing, production. But you produce more churches, more mosques than factories. And Chebia, tech, there is this student organization here. About me, a contribution for already could see us already. But we are the same people who complain that the university does not have maybe labs. The university does not have proper or enough hostels. Now, sir, you know, you could see us already. And the student organization here, this cabo and a pass. I say, our ideas on a DC hostel. Can't we create business out of it and give students accommodation at a lower or affordable price? But if we don't change our ways as citizens, if we don't criticize some of these religious institutions, they want to control the people, Ghana will continue to stagnate economically. That is the simple truth.
Wow. we share the numbers now. Obviously, the numbers doesn't add up because we share the population. Now here the number of Sanema na yewo. Now here China population. Now here Niamo more. We share US population. Now Niamo more. Said you can. But I was about for exercise.
Oh yeah. Obize na me can do I have a factory? Obize me ma kotna yonki and me Tiana me can say I'm like your comment does not even relate to put na my post new all because on the religious lens no okay they will attack you. That is the thing.
It's nipa na wa attack no one should be say one can say sorry and I say
exactly
mocks and be say bad the facts and when that information I can say you should be because the question no I say agro so is serious because guys are church be na you call South Korea una mo feature ubeti kekere na dia mo say omo production no say feature bia wo bia kekere it's let me be say say mo ye those times in day na sa cars no ti bia lighter near dia brew bi kakere no no twa woni fie we twa busa combine no mbewie no day no e de niam na mankrofo bebre in small machines near de na no mo dey iti bibi a yeso yebetimi aye nansi a ye ka niam bebre hwe enche bia se say you say x cra as a price na ekofo it no be na x on hedin meaning say season no ba as a x no price no ekofo mo Ghana because I'm not forgetting to those things na e man niam so cheaper na man for so eya o say e beto you know. Anyway, once again let's hear that's it always bringing us this stuff when lighting on side and a topic near 10 financial misconceptions among Ghanaians in diaspora. Yes. And then you become one say 10 financial misconceptions among Ghanaians in diaspora. We be kind of say what's not playing na ubi any say two. Nipa bi a ono ba na be 1 year kra no nya adwuma nye. with my budget too. I said, yeah, PBB because we do. I know, so make away, you know. So these are the conceptions. Oh, nyama be brave. Because me shock, pa, say the first shock. Yeah, me ba, kruma fufro yeah, juma na yeah, juma we are. Bia wuntu ya dan ka wunya hweda. Awi sika pa, just sika pudu awi se wa ye kutu ya dan ka. That was my shock.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I had it. Oh, but one check is animal. No, I say he waba. Yankee, who say PDD to turn him or you know. If he say, sanity,
Sanity.
Shigunite, money, I don't know, to part, what sanity. I feel now to die case. I go for cross a woman. Say, oh, Mamma Tia cried, no moody, who shimpo. What Africa near the M's own cried you to me, Momaka. I had time, look when you're not the Aquashom crowd TV. So, and then to send a fun idea. Wotumi hwehwɛ saa nneɛma no bi no ata sɛ wabɛfie ansa na wabɛhwɛ ade no ɔho na saa nkurɔfoɔ news na sɛ sɛ ne ɛhu nyɛ saa no na ɛteɛ so these are nneɛma bebree a yɛka te sɛ deɛ woka wei a obi ka kyerɛ sɛ wokɔ koraa na wowɔ factory anaa wote deɛ mekyerɛ no saa nneɛma nyinaa wofii sɛ factory nyinaa ne sɛ wasi ne walmart factory ne onim deɛ woyɛ onim nneɛma a woyɛ businesses ne saa nneɛma no nyinaa no ɛde sɛ you know ɛti yɛka saa nsɛm yi bebree woka obi si ade na woda so te hɔ ɛnyɛ biribi a ɛyɛ so simple saa ade na wote hɔ na woka saa yɛ deɛ meyɛ mma nka sɛ mɛma paabra waba no yie mu a ɛyɛ ɛti yɛhwɛ nneɛma a nipa bebree a yɛmfa nsa yɛ sɛ myth amanfoɔ agyidi sɛ asɛ deɛ wotena mu a na atu nneɛma a ɛwɔ sɛ yɛte aseɛ na ɔmo a deɛ ɛtu ɔmo fo ase ɔmo nso bɛba no ɔmo nyɛ wei the first one ɛyɛ what's it say because I live abroad I must be rich when you ɔmo kora no de ɔbaa kora bɛduru no saa no n'adwene no fi sɛ ɔno deɛ ɔyɛ rich ne deɛ ɔsɛ ɔsi living abroad doesn't mean money is plenty. Bills, taxes, rent, responsibility consumes income quickly. You see, we na make am. Na me nim se sa net here. O te se ne net here o de ya no fan theater ho na we ni bi kura na de atwafu ni bi awa no agina okono. Now you have to buy all those things no. We ni bi a adding. Especially with that when tua car eko. E be you see abontin sesia, you know. Faith behind that faith was what tua. E drew 15 na wuntua ya near the ya bebo ho. E be some states me ko mutimi etimi ebet ya yibetu achiri. Utimi enye hwe. So enye simple sir. And the first say what baby drew no interest automatically now because our intentions and as our dream and need now by ni bibi. What we dream say what na play man say magically na why but they back abroad and say a be humble faster than Accra traffic. Who's in Accra traffic? It's just to say, you know, sanity a be humble just like that. What you rich and automatically my own rich. Nemum a ma bills. We are richer bills because are they I feel now better bills as I feel now between bills pa water, electricity, sani money in ano. Hana huni for real and kasa. Utia pa eti enye better saa you be more abruche crowd omo dream say we stingy say oh I say oh especially friends or so bibi na bi and say okwa crowd no share until on kasa office we stingy but enye sanity because the cost of rent, the cost of mortgage, I can guarantee you will be cost of rent and as the mortgage a bit will be entire year salary. It's never better say sanity. Abroad you be teach you very fast. And the bit say we be adwuma miensa and 9 from and guarantee you say and guarantee you riches so. Nemo guarantees that more just what bread why exhausted. Not abroad here, but the rest come about this and say a month for assume say I say we enjoy it. who survive or rice and beans. Yeah, they can say who survive or noodles. Just so with me send this car coffee keke. You see, saying kabuchi baby and kema ubia just all buy no a richer. And then ka ubia back about betenafi. Yes, could be about betenafi. Because nipa bebree wɔ hɔnom a ɛwɔ mu obi ɔde ɔba ɔna de sɛ ɔnkɔ bi, that's fine, but the majority of yɛ ɛwɔ ha no nyinaa yɛpɛ sɛ yɛba fie bebu yɛ sika sɛ mɛntotɔ yie. Amanfoɔ ɔmo ka sɛ the same ɛyi no so no ɔmo ɛka saa nsɛm no nyinaa no ɔmo frɛ rich. Almost one refuse on by afford the friends saying the afford it Nyama right now. So what abuchi am on your to nemum emo bia o ti abuchi obia o ni abuchi ne dwen say wo de why and as o ti abuchi na financially na nye miracle the same so process o nyama yi a eno nkyerɛ sɛ ha nye but automatically no nipa bebree hɔ no a yɛayɛ adwen sɛ once a nya ba abuchi ne de yɛayɛ ɔmo mo fie so once a nkurɔfoɔ deɛ nipa wei hɔ no deɛ ɔno so ayɛ ɛnyɛ saa ne teɛ. These are some of the things that ye fan tra saa kɛkɛ ɛno nti na nipa bebree hɔ no a yɛba yɛnyɛ steady yɛn check nneɛma bebree no ansi aba begum ɛwɔ mu sɛ bi mu wɔn a yɛ parents ne wɔn ba yɛn deɛ na obi wɔn ni option wahwɛ bebree hɔ no ɔmo anyini bi wɔ kɔ obi ɛkɔ so ma no nso wayɛ dɛn waba kɔsi ade baako a yɛ ade siri kora sometimes ebi a wokora no wakɔ no koraa no adamfo bi a ofi sɛ we are potential to the financial good no ɔno the fast bi a ofra brukya bakora no ofi sɛ wayi ɛno koraa no timi change ne bibia to asio eti no bo na saa nipa saa nneɛma ne ma saa nkrofo no mutimi tɔn mo nneɛma ɔmo wɔ na ɔmo saa ba betɔ but wɔsɛ ɛka no korɛ kyerɛ wo nyɛ saa ne teɛ you are doing very well back home na ho hia sɛ wɔ so ba because I want to say wadwin yan say oba bruchira na say wotena plane na no ayi ni no kakra na wanya kra mo so woton oba na afi na reality na setting dey make say obi a wo bibi ye bia ekoso kama ne ade no oba bruchira no ho ampa oba bruchira mu no ho because no bibi ekoso mostly mo ba no mo praise too much here obi a no ni bibi aye ebi a we school at 5 years 6 years no nya adwuma on dey won say yes see what buy when you adwuma bi ye it be aba ne sem so start eno kra no otena cha abo so start who difference no it na enye simple sir so because you live a bruchiri I must be rich I will see if you are dream.
Yep. Second one, high income automatically means wealth. You move bebre afobafi ana time can see me also will bet say financial freedom say get multiple streams of income. No one say humano aboso. But the truth is we have a lot of people, even we have medical doctors, high paying jobs, they are earning high 6 figures, but still now they are broke because at the end of the year they don't have anything to show for the money. And so we will do a lot of jobs, you better pick it 3 jobs, you better pick it 3 shifts, but still at the end of the day we don't own anything. But one thing that maybe who you need to think about ownership, you need to think about business, you need to think about owning something. Also, wealth is built from assets, not just salary. Salary, of about the salary is not meant to be spent. Utia our bills anyway anywhere, and ya can no fan club. Ya can no be na ube the ashisha systems are so one quid juma crampona a bit ya woka. And I say a beson aba amount so that you don't stress yourself too much. So it's not really about the high income. It's not really about the double shift. It's more about you understanding the system. Say, the krona mi wumuno, enye ejuma dodo na me say me ye ejuma no kwana menti e krono the tax system ase menti e krono the economic terrain asia. Me ye ejuma sa me ye ejuma betua me ka 15,000. Somebody was telling me something. Or say every month be no utua $10,000 in loans. But this is a high income earner. He was or associate director or San Radio or community college. Weekends or a bartender. A month utia $10,000 in loans. And that is because it be a school no coin or the G student loan and idea. But this is a high income earner. But yeah, automatically no be in our community, yeah, bar for yeah, didn't be a chairman. Because it is so but outside generally to home cry. The person is a high income earner. It doesn't mean the person is wealthy. Until you move brain, some misconception here. Oh, yes, medical doctor. Ebia, ebia, football player or basketball player. Those are high income jobs or high income, avenues. But it doesn't necessarily mean say it will create wealth. There are a lot of pro basketball players of America say it be me homeless. Yeah, some are homeless. Your pro NFL players and near Minoka say it be homeless. They are begging. It be are filing for bankruptcy. So that should tell you that high income does not necessarily mean say you are creating wealth, but rather have asset. Yeah, asset ya bia edisika eba obotom. Liability bibi fasika every but na sika every home. So whilst you are making high income, rich if you can make high income, as I say, ye twi adwin sisi say ye nye bibi a esika no ebeye adwuma ma ye na daachi bi no say anko adwuma mpo a that will be paying us back and not just assume say sika kesi na medi enti Ghana for be brain of if you can attest to this obi a ya say man nursing man nursing African community need there say obana yanka so nursing yes African community yes man nursing but the health sector too has a lot of other options.
Yeah,
radiology, all those things now they pay good, but we are buy nursing because they say nurse for the Ethiopian. But nurses are one of the jobs they are very broke. People don't tell you the truth because they also have that misconception say nursing the country. Most of them are Mercedes Benz, na most of these are not asset, they are liability now, they are struggling. So that is one of the misconceptions. I get more salary, it means I'm wealthy. That is not true. You are just getting paid high. The day you want to lose, you find yourself wanting.
Yeah, because let's be honest, necessary in Tiomokebia. Yeah,
Ghana for
to make 100,000 to make 100,000 as a nurse, also a double. Or unless you experience more. What did they make channel? In Tiomokebia, just say the hours are there. What did they mention? Hours no ho into meet me more. It's in no nye a ibia and me feel said the entire month we can say as a economic bad crana still that job no the amount for health the but like you're saying all the health side in the bro whole man rebate me sometimes the other me say obi one ma obeti cry radiology and so because say nurse na na ho na yi nyina akwakugu but me feel say almost bread than sikana umunya no brem more than that. Yes, almost brem more than that because omu jina omu na so omu ye adwuma. Nursing is a hard working job. Omu ye adwuma, omu ye ade. We employ them, omu ye ade pa. But to say we kwakoye because of the scan. Me feel say hours no. It's not for koye no more because the hours are there. Yeah, we would get 100,000 no. Unless we adwuma be 10 years where you cost through. Na say we start yankasa de 60 bi ni ade no make more hours then when ya at the same time so there are people that are almost meetings in Kwa, making 150. Almost the meetings in Kwa, almost but a good job. A friend say BBB a very stable this animal. But in as yes, at yes, you see, this stable job, yeah, adwuma bia it be keka. Hey, you perceive just other avenues for home, yeah, nursing kwa, other avenues or so pay good or meeting me. Say, you feel that as be a come up here, ultimately change different things. Yeah, yeah. Now, high income, Nankasana, dear, said the Okano. Sir, a year make ye a tricky, more making more money. No, see, they make 100,000, they make 150,000, they make 300,000. So they live like 300,000, forgetting say pay tax. So I don't know. Hey, and in a progressive system, tax system. So the more you make, no, the higher your tax. It will make it 150, probably maybe 25. There could be a taxes. Apart from the taxes, no, you have other your friends saying social security tax also to Medicaid tax also to but these people leave. They said you'll be a 300 cash in never and 150 cash in no, you be on 7 no, be 120. It's not we'll leave with that. It yes, answer said you know the supplemented with credit cards, loans. They be make high income, almost suffer. Last time I make comment we crab about amanfoɔ steady kyerɛ sɛ amanfoɔ with a period of a long time na wɔatumi ayɛ millionaires no, most of them cry no making 100,000 throughout their life.
Yep,
but
teachers.
Consistent, yes, teachers. The last time that study was done, they were the number 3, the third your friend is saying career, third career. No more make careers are millionaires, but teachers were third. Union teachers in Shida and Chomoka Casibia. But I would say world building a process. So more curriculum no follow. It's our process no more follow. It's a long time. They need just the high income, no, because would you 500,000 I didn't na send ye wa make you that idea na ye ba ni hu sa ni na edi mika na yakwa kwehye na asim ni eje ni eni eti se de ka CDC eni obua range so be hu na sika ni na esako, especially which the way a necessary year juma nyom sika now start spending in asa there, it doesn't make sense yeah, but rather no focus on these assets. This animal. The third one is saving money is enough. Saving is good, but it doesn't grow your future. Without investing, money slowly lose value. Asem we can have by the biebeka because you move be bro honma adia ya no. Say saving pa say the be actually adwin yan say we also through investing. Na me can be say investing investor through obesua de no na ene ya. Na nya no ko a say obekokra mu bi a kire no ene na me ni nipa bi no frame na onyame to echi na me friend back no so na ka woni odi obi bama a financial ni ade o ka che nipa nsem aginiska eti nipa na drop kra say obeji ni scam na cheche ni nima mu di ene no an just o makra be ka che so o ma bi o say o da bi onam se da bi the first work so obeji say that is how we are. Say ade na minim na say make me 500 ba me nya nimdie free baby ama sa at the chrono isika na ko 2000 ene me nye kra onye so be ma wu especially krum ni sika credit no de no ema so
Yes.
by eno hwe ade a wunya return of interest na eba di ade na abenya no it ni yen save your friends say yen invest na mum saving the be American so that we was I make ka just say scan enko on the scan da on the accounts no hu no hwa na ni ho atom nti na adwuma de wabɔ na sika na gu hɔ nti 50,000 na hɔ ɔsen a ɔpɛ ne saa deɛ ɔbɛka bi ɔsen a ɔpɛ ne saa. You see, investing if savings we save money enough nka Ghana fo susu box no ɔmu na sɛ ka ɔmo every Ghanaian with the susu box there sɛ ko yɛ millionaire ana me boa ko bi o susu box bi yɛ millionaire ɛso ɔmo save no sɛn na yɛ millionaires sɛn na yɛ millionaires. Saving alone won't save you. Inflation. I will hold that when you know a bit dinner kakra. A bit ne we are sat 10 okra. I scanner the who say 50,000 or but the 50,000 better no. It's not 50,000 to me to this be become because inflation or sa and a tear. You be to fight. You can't change it. So stop fighting that. Say no, ain't change it. Sa be na kwa na eko. And untina you say 1980. No be America how to house friends and 20,000. Say 60,000. So the same house na 60,000, your friend says 600,000 because inflation. It imagine say now so 60,000. Now say any panel to 60,000, also do 60,000 to savings account. I used to name say saving account. ABB amawa 0.5, 0.5 next year amawa crack is because that time no 1980 BCC, which is about 46 years to say. Kawusika no. So 60,000. Aqua strive 52,000 and 62,000. And so house now can depend on 60,000. Right now, be obetting a ton be a 500,000. Obetting a ton be a 400,000. It's now say all the time you try say we see can a year juma chance and you will see. You say only probably if you say saving a strategy. No, saving a strategy. In your strategy. But rather as all hide it, financial hide it because some people be quite hand it's any minimum the talk. Meanwhile, there are tools around you, people around you meet me at show. Maybe you have to pay something or there be you can't save your way. You see, I said you can't save your way out of poverty. When you income, when you investment, now we have skill. Sanity, finance no sanity. Baby, I win be no wow. They move forward. Saving without investment, it's like so fetch water with the basket, fetch water because go back. Won't go anymore, go back. You're pointless. Now, a day back was a tiring. Imagine so will be 60,000 or 46 years ago. Right now, I didn't know betting a ton 500,000. Also, dear, right now, I drew 6,200, 60,000 and 2,000, 62,000. Imagine. It's just I said, the bucket is sent soon. You're tiring. Who can't have you? So if your plan say, or planning and say, only saving the economy, no, you'll be broke. You'll be broke. Then also no, and you broke one and making noise, no silence. Silent what? Yeah. The hard truth is say, bank account and grow slowly. We say die. Papaya can want some inflation. But when you let money start working, on our own difference. And to savings, enough. Rich people they won't bother. Some better stocks, real estate, build the businesses because the savings is enough. I don't know some how move for sudden. Sometimes we have to be realistic. Nipan Jimmy, so kwako invest, take that risk in kwako invest. But also because a part of the system, a part of we are seeing we. Also one believe me, mediocre life, baby, or and you'll be juma and you'll be more income. The name also ye nama or nyama send yama question obey. But so can we see from Quandia because any they also change that process now start to say we dream about investing, especially your chrome for yempesa de no yempesi a better cra and your woman is Canada. It's Canada.
Oh boy. Yeah, number 4. It shows I hadn't seen it very sensitive. So number 4, another misconception. African and as a Ghanaian in diaspora, no, insurance as an investment. Okay, no credit say insurance, to say car insurance. You do the insurance to protect the car, to protect yourself, and to protect passengers, and to protect even other drivers. That is the main reason for insurance. So insurance, the primary goal is for protection, not wealth creation. In Pimpi, you know, me just say the next point to talk about that. In Pimpi, you know, yeah, misconception be a say no your microphobia or more say oh insurance ni bit man wenyeska, insurance ni bit man wenyeska, and afi a disappointing in microphobia. But oh hana utie if you're a Ghanaian and you're in diaspora, the main reason why I won't hear insurance is one to protect yourself, to protect your dependents. And fancy be a BBS uniho. It can sustain them for some time. Similar to car insurance. Car only insurance, nobody boomer. Insurance for only few. The same way. And yet for investment. If you now what on insurance, it's not an investment, it's to protect the house. Flood BSC. But for you to think, say, insurance a investment, you know, it is a misconception. It's not true. Will be a culture of BS insurance and investment. And you know, correct. The main reason for insurance is for protection. A ball who bound to a certain degree. Say, be at the here, them BBS. Untimi nye adwuma biem ebia BBS wawu agya yere no ma ho wawu agya okunu ma ho. Insurance no can sustain them to a certain degree, but enye say a investment, say a business investment na me kwaye na no na me de ba be. We need to rule out that misconception. Nigeria say idea is say popular pana. The next point I believe for Befi will hit on that particular type of investment. They are popular in our Ghanaian communities in the diaspora.
Yep, because you know, kind of insurance, no. You see, the thing is, we have to be. We when you go to Rome, do what Romans do, especially the ones that are very good. You see, your system, there were so many. Okay, in a capitalist society, especially in US, I'm not for specialized one, dipping their hands into your money. Wono, usikana wunyano. Your litigation lawyers be omudiane say, Sanya man omoye. Hands. So that's why you have to, when you make the money, you also have to protect the money. You have to protect that money. It is a unya uye mistake. Sika kakrana wenyano. You have a Jew sika ni nako. It's not. There are systems there. A bit protective of Sanya money na. You know, maybe Ghana Sanya mano any hosa. We don't need those systems. But here no, and to take advantage of those, right? The sad part is you don't wait till something happens and son work pay insurance. Insurance was all insurance now sana mana happen. But you can was the car insurance. Car in accident and you feel pay insurance. No, you know, I quite remember see there was a situation sometime. But as I'm in tears, no about for a man be instead of also to insurance now a woo were trim one can't change accident. It was a huge issue at that time. Emma just say now was so yes you big time fee cry near there. See, make every crown the whole month in out be a baby $30 so can prevent this and for belusu or 300,000 house. So get those insurance. There are some 8 insurance depending on your age. You can't go without them. Yeah, yes, I now for you to channel or 8 insurance you can't go without them. Depending on your age. When you cry, be them say 12, you cannot go without them. You know, and then but those sani money here, health insurance, or a friend say auto insurance. I see auto the if I say compulsory, most days compulsory, you know, and the I will say auto, you know, and okay, for try some people BT. Now there's no say who and they 16th, who 17th, 12 a.m. no, 16th and 12 a.m. 17th, it will be happen that time now. We need insurance. Sandy, I will see you take into account. Say, also making sure say sa money now we put into the systems now. A bit me wow, yes, because the insurance is to a protective money. Kakrana when you protect it, we be kusiwa, especially what's our world kakra akosra. These days, we be so world is so simple. Imagine, omudi say, I don't know, you know. 18 will be any accident. Remember, there's a car accident now. Ebia almost say injuries and D 50,000. Mutu we na nipa no say more money. Lawyer no betimi ahwehwe mu ba be siwo abeje kakra na isa wo no. It also protect your free BB your friend saying umbrella insurance. It wealth was through kakra wo be worth be 2 million. De kwara tobi eto eno kra ne boss trans na be $14 now. Ebia say near change the cost kakra be obetimi atobi. It no after insurance na yes SU no the omatria we na SU no to mix a cover. So insurance the a very you know life insurance. Who now to move BD? Who knew what I didn't any also provide this money now. So if you want to know more, go to Patrick Murphy YouTube channel, next share. Search for 8 insurance you can go without them. You will see that make sure submit me a link with that. The next one, number 5, IUL is the best way to build wealth. You see, the topic now you can't say. The topic now is say, 10 financial misconceptions among Ghanaians in diaspora. One of the topic and I said one of the sub IUL is the best way to build wealth. You see, many IUL policies are poorly explained. Fees, caps, and long, locking periods reduce flexibility and growth. You see, we've seen some victims and we can
right.
Baby. Sometimes you dream who say as smart. But see, I mean say that most of the people now more insurance. I mean, say they are doing their best to help.
Yeah, helping. Yeah.
What it is ubi or tons will making money, a lot of money. I know people that they were making money. I don't know what 6 figures. Almost 30 side, they're still making more than they normally make. Why? Because they are making money. Because those things now making more money. But it's the product itself not a good and to me, dear, and you good. Because there are so many implications on these things now. Obu ane be invest it. It will be our investing no. You because I which na I no hetu and you say me ko bi. Na de pa bia o mutade we cry. O betimi agiska o makọ Ghana akosi da in there so be say etimi si da Ghana tiboni akwakọ ye. See,
you fall and
oh, just so many things. The part cry in a sense. To me advice say, "Mama for crying for 1K, may invest in because tax free, tax free money. No, any tax free money. First of all, says can I invest in your way? That tax that another says can I invest in. It's the same thing to say I tell tax and son we invest in fraud for 1K and I wrote me the same. Unless I catch you said there's a cap or wrote also. Now, besides, who say even Sani pan on call making more money. Send we investing in a month. Send with me investing in a month. It's mama fund that product itself is not good. It's no 401k match. Scared it of and into 1J. You see, all these things, never be uncle 4 year at the high taxes. Oh, level no crown they do it against their businesses. First of all, I say, "Scanny be how be." That be something scanny no be. Money didn't only companies, they own the companies because they are making money from now. Scanny be no, or you self-insured that or life insurance, or you self-insured. Into no toss insurance be that against the company, against BBB. Obit me lose. Into no toss on top. First of all, the person worth about 20 million. Auto life insurance am I? Or time who and they find me okay. Oh, you're more than that. Bombay advice, so many things. Now, in the part here, me say, almost I would say, so almost this kind of, almost the for 1K, almost invest in stock market. Didn't invest in stock market. Because as we car explanation is so many ways. The me can say obi ba no be kasa asem na what's your investigation? Ne find out people ma to be. O ma be kan o ma asem akiro. To ade no na we say na me mpa na person change ya. Ska ade to enyashim. The first 3 years omo chase can be. The first 3 years no. We say omo ko Cancun, omo ko ha. Na fi say ho sika no omo de ko. No sika na ade ba first 3 years no, and omo de yes anya mani na. Omo sa ka say there's no fee bi anim we wontua fee. You see, where you push feeling now for first 3 years no. When it no, me mo be a sankrofo no be an can't insurance sellers, financial bibia, anything about finance. The insurance sellers, insurance, anything because finance, if they know finance, fees and there were 3 types of fees. Because one, upfront. 2, spread it throughout, maybe a question back. Upfront as a mortgage, or make sure so your insurance. The mortgage by 10 years now, what you almost the insurance, or you almost in every. That's why auto mortgage first year 2000 principal the principal 2000 we $50 because original fees now the same way first 3 years after that and son was started so benefit you now the second so the product itself na kasa de nyego ba oton bia unyesika na nipa bebre on ma wholeheartedly no ontimi nhwe no oton sa de ma nipa abro no antimi use on be chichi bebre ontima de me yakran so mutima nkora to bi omutima nkora wo na nkora na amana to insurance de no one ode ye de no ode say insurance na ye
and nkora no bo onye adwuma so it's hard for them to fund and then the insurance will lapse and now kind of if me trying now true because most of them no they don't really understand the financial market and on say idea illegal and come here just here ruling out US but then the way they structure it the way they will tell the people who are say be on 1 million policy but ebia ni pan so ntimi afford $1 million policy ebia insurance like I said is for protection not investment per se you know ebia ni pan 200,000 and ko betimi but the thing is the more you buy a higher policy the agent gets a higher commission on no crane no and no on control ntibos afi no obi akoto na afi insurance na lapse ontimi entua because premium na ekomu no so meanwhile the person probably could have afforded maybe a $200,000 your friend is saying policy and of about the truth of the matter me kakra ma be only say this particular IUL no is one more complicated for people to understand. Number 2, Kamia say for high income people, and most of them they use their estate. Most of them they use their estate, not necessarily ABR. And number 3, I can state emphatically say for most Africans, for most Ghanaians, term life insurance probably is okay because 20 years, 30 years starting term anything you can message you start it early. Low risks when it comes to health, cigarette, and all those kind of things. Now, if you start early, you will get a low premium for your term life insurance. By the time you are 50 years, 60 years, now for I don't know, maybe if you invest it into this, your first into an index, into a mutual fund, into an ETF, the market is averaging about 10 to 12% every year. From that time na till time I overcall pension of a baby. Now sign obi a odini sika ko share IU no mu.
Sign. Sign.
Because the IU also has a cap, right? It has a cap. It has a ceiling. They don't understand it. They don't even structure it well. And then they find themselves wanting. Now, because I feel like it's causing a lot of mistrust in our communities. Because and as a interested in the commission that they will get, and the crop only be why imagine 40 years, 50 years. I think our cost at IU. Look at the premium you'll be paying, the fee. you can insure yourself kakra a different insurance about home buy. Now sikana kind of start a business with it, do something with it, because these kind of things, if it is very complicated for you to understand, don't venture. Yeah, because why should insurance be very difficult for me to understand when the basic thing is for protection? Why should investment be very difficult for me when the basic thing is I should put my money into something? It be more options, it be more because those places is very volatile. But just regular index, Warren Buffett, those people, they are not doing any options and or anything. Just stick to regular index, the stock market, ETF, mutual fund. Be consistent. Yeah, we don't want to be consistent. That is where these people get us.
Yeah. Now, okay, so and to kwakro no obeko no to wi kra se ukoyi hu afrim kra na no so to kwa no obeko no. Say ade no fi say papa ade na mi hu na meko. So there are so many things. Or just say there are so many. Say unim de why say. Say mo say amanfo start teach you. You say obi hu a mo say a man bi wa bo so mo say one ye den women's D&D meeting, come and tell your financial story. The Okwana for started the war. Last time back be America say Madam for back frame say also be D&D the secret code D&D. Say almost far no more street because one see at you. So more different way almost about almost secret code be na presidents nkwane mo moto na about a man for to say baby a man for edru a omode say omode what did they make no na mufi say ade papa ade na unko street en kasa asem. I don't know street now. But I what tiasia we know term life any what tiasia you have to get a living benefit of it. Term life, term life living benefit, we 70% of it. What is the major? Said they make an answer to 2 near a year. Simon, you move be on said they can education. We don't want to learn. When you say what being and that's what school and uncle school. I don't know whom will be whom. These days, the could be braye or what chrome casem. So we are the ban you a amount for years animal now. So per se usia de and quandia. It also tears here. The Musenia didn't see co. Now you know don't shima because who sika edding. Who sika edding. I do a case come once a bit me take a whole day. Simple. If they can explain it to you in 60 seconds, mentor. Because nothing say, oh, man, or Cromon Tiadanasi. People draw moment to say. Now, Cocassia, just sent to call no be argument, get that, yeah, in the beard.
Because they are targeting churches.
Yeah. That's your number 6.
6. Yep, number 6. Investment. Oh, another misconception. I say investment in the US is too complex and only for Americans. And that is the reason why many of us immigrants avoid because we fear. But investment, there are baby steps that you need to follow. Of add mass. Kindergarten, the add mass to anymore. One because is the teacher going bananas? Because why would I be in kindergarten and then you are bringing me add mass? The same way who could do college, bro, basic arithmetic. Because I'm a big boy, I'm a big girl now. Why are you bringing me this kind of math? It's the same thing, the baby steps. On say at the end nippon on ko investment no crown on tiasie, but what you have to say idea be a baby so on quiet. And because most of our people don't even understand it, we lose a lot of money on the table. Now, let me state this. Investment now. The first form of investment, and yes, I mean the stock market and all those kind of things. No, the first investment is you yourself. That is the first investment. Someone kasa unya uto books, Mr. Benda books. Hey, you Think and Grow Rich. I can tell you certainly for a fact, say apart from school or books, manuals, handouts, no already any book aside the program not here that. So there are high income earners who are very they are not so knowledgeable when it comes to financial knowledge. when it comes to investing, number one, going to seminars, watching videos that will transform your life. Your video, say a bit, see, I'm seeing a can't our ransom, and I say, your body, Bema, a sheer moon sema, and Kayayema, our ham say, I'm telling you, Kayayema and Cabroso. But then our people fail to invest time into things that will make them think positive. And on their first form of investment, the next form of investment, the into almost a complex needs because the people are not ready to pay to learn. Yeah, free. Maybe the next level of it, as a sort of consult to me, now make sure because maybe Biana meet me about come hand say of a baby or no AD can add the money that you will be getting at the expense of the knowledge that you'll be getting. If you get the knowledge, it's with you forever. And then no problem. No, you know how to invest in the stock market. You don't know how to invest in an index. You don't know anything about mutual fund, ETF. Ubia kotinasi esya. Was saying that you they have to pay. I haven't say ubinya knowledge be pound. You pay thousands of dollars. You have to buy books. Ibu okra ne say chudi ofreni pa. Then, if you get to know this information, and sometimes people have to pay a little token to learn, they don't want to do it. I'm going to say, adding. The truth is that alphabet, and yes, adding is because most of our people, near my a boy or I was surprised. Somebody came to sell a book on finance. Oh, sorry, not all lunch. It was just about $10 as a $20. Alphabet, the people did not buy. The people did not buy. But Mubi meton bibi for $100, they will buy. So, and the mommy who said the reason why they think it's too complex is because they don't have the knowledge. And anything that you don't have a knowledge about it, metaphysics. Because so I think one of the way to demystify this misconception is that Africa for one Mr. All this P500, the index, the ETF, and the mutual fund. Of course, side it is investopedia.com. They've broken it down into simple grammar for everyone to understand. But the question is, are we ready to make that first step? We are rather going to pray that things will go our way rather than time into it, rather than seeking the knowledge, whether from the internet, whether from the media, or from a professional. Once can say, oh, Anna, it's too complicated, it's too complex, it's for a selected few. It's not true. It's not for a selected few. Warren Buffett had one of the most brilliant friends at that time, but of a baby, what happened? Of a baby, now that's not no one. Warren Buffett because Warren Buffett decided to put in the effort to understand the game, to understand the stock market.
Yeah.
But enough now, he probably saw it as something irrelevant or too complex. And we see the difference now. So knowledge will make you overcome that complexity mindset when it comes to investment. And the last thing that I'll say about it is that when it comes to investment, patience and consistency and constant knowledge acquisition, they are your friends. That will make you excellent in any form of investment.
If you know, you know.
Yes.
What's the media?
If you know, you know.
They say any excuse you. First, na excuse. Because people they say a month for YouTube breaking it down, stocks, index, mutual. Or your chrome kasaya and any excuse you. And yamenqua nipa bebree ayɛ saa nneɛma no bi ɛnyɛ even stock market koraa na ada investment a yɛ kurom kasa yɛ ayɛ deɛ ɔmanfoɔ de ayɛ bi sɛ w'ani abere sɛ wopɛ saa information no wode ɔmpɛ sɛ wobɛtua koraa na apɛ no free a wokɔ online wokɔ YouTube wobɛnya bi na sɛ woduru hɔ a na wascrew na watie deɛ girlfriend boyfriends no nko a dabi kɔnkɔnsa ɛno nko a deɛ bɛtie dabi tie wei ne bi ɛde bɛboa wo te sɛ deɛ wɔkaeɛ no time no I'm all for pen and tem just a complex on person but on person be crowd Debbie I saw about for now a American football so on person which is why not dream on person Was it a man to board idea? Remember the old to boy idea. You see. The next one, Yasaba Hobium.
Hey,
IUL give stocks market returns with no risk. Anytime we'll be catch or say, we could investment. That investment, risk be any run. That means fees I'll be trian. Me. Because baby who have been investing at risk anyhow. That means that they obey you. Said in our can obey capo.
Yes,
obey capo to some extent. Or capo so at the neighbor. Yeah.
Well, let me go
4 times, 10 times the cap. Well, and we see just 2019 all the way to this time. Yeah, who be you see 2019 in your pandemic by Emma stock was like 22%. That time near couple 6%. All the way times 3. Wunya send 6. The one cap wunya then. 2001. There was another one. 18%. Your cap was 6%. 2002, it was 24%. 2003, form bare 20%. But still, no.
Yeah, 2023.
Still, when you 6%. But how do you imagine when you were 2024? No, 2002, call down. 2003, a call. Now 2024, so a call. Your friend is saying, it was 20%. Even this, if we are 25 years, was almost 18%. It imagine if your mom crowd year, or single stock at or Nvidia near Chino was making about 32 or so. Now that's one I'm 6. Ya call Yamudu Waka 13. You make a bien way 13. Was he? The Shedani Madame Fubi. A statistic, yes, I don't know. Or no, me catch them and say, it's not even close. Or say there be any statistic. It is a statistic 100,000. From 100,000, or no funny being shared. Right? Yeah, math no do actually 100,000. 1 man cap. Put me back all the way up to 13. We see a lose. We beat me a conform, we beat me a basro. But see, at the end of last year, the 100,000 was 162. The end was 120.
Wow.
Yes. That's how it is. It's not even close. And mahu bebia. That's number one. That cap ne wo hono. Eno kwa kra bibia. Enti omo catch us na ekofom. Sa no me na ekofom. E kire ekofom na abaso na akofom. And so 1932 the Dow Jones was 350 say. And ne this is quite say 50,000 almost 50,000.
Yeah.
It is an ekosro. Na it's na abafom. Na ekosro na abafom na ekosro na abafom. Senka ho head in the bedroom all the way up to this the bedroom sir. It didn't a gimmick a scam omode sisu it be round. At the long run ekosro. To say you mbesi can be that's what I'm saying. If omo ton ade nakasa no, so if they know they understand finance and people know so most of the time these people are not ready to learn. They are not ready to know anything. To fun, sir. Because we saw one question per se. So what's in a coffin? Let's not basu na fe coffin na basu na fe a year then and we emphasize 2000 crown and that's all the you call the way to 2008. This recession I didn't share half. Saturn 9,000 or a Kobe that your friend said 4,500. And then to say could drew almost 50,000.
Yeah.
That means a cost. It you know the bank side in the crowd first of all. That cap now the biomecano. So that tells you say anytime we be catch now say and the fee now will tria now if you say won't your fee no. The cap no. That cap never it is a 2020 no in your 20%, who you say 6%, and how do you 13%? So 7% in a way, that is the fee.
Yep.
That is the fee.
And there are other administrative fees as well.
And I know the amount train number, but just I don't know. And the first 3 years no more training every so. No the etina this woman you be hu yi na na can asemi. What turn ne ba. What turn ne ba 15,000 30,000 after first year also on pay okwa kwagina we lose scan no.
Lose scan, yeah.
Yeah, we catch us first 3 years.
So sad.
Na come hu yi come invest obi na say I don't like her. Na say mba be Jimmy sika. Ne sika na mo mfa so e beba so na mfa ma me. Anameboa. Ya fasika ni nyina. And then say be a auto sakra na di wutwetwe akakra no. The first 3 years that money is gone. Anytime will be forced into na omuni obesija na anya do ho koshima kakra do ho ahyem na sa. Etino saadi we no omo ton ne de omunye sika. Ba wo na okoto no. Emfa ho ne de ombeka kiro sika obetimi agi wom omo so betimi agi sika wom akọ Ghana obetimi ayedi ende obetimi akokusi da Ghana obetimi ombeka so many things. By time no so no mu chichiri mu a RFC ubu are the cows would be share nipa na oton ma me no afi wo se ti oni ana afi wo so kokobo nipa do kra so nya wote me kokobo o chichiri o de kakra na o ka kire no na wo so jitu mu na fai na toy iti that product no is not a product bia o se Ghana for Nigeria chi you simple road or 401ks any ade they move on who dependent to insurance find your friend is saying just term life insurance. Men kodrin say I metua the metua 30 years and in the akosa na auto car insurance utua 30 years that's a way accident eko auto dying insurance utua 30 years utua dan wie went to we and no kase man mentor no and fan and kwesa it will process OBBM we is there for a particular reason and yet for yen say oh big company will to be for against that no normally convince am for say oh escafoni na to be escafo wan bafin won no koto we only company no only company san krofo na kom only entima ayama mo fan na dan krofo say omo to omo ne to na de we say yanko for us.
The next one I haven't seen the say very tricky so you say before teacher gang Ghana for our wealth is very communal and into war for or try making sure say he will help the nephews be pushing off as no so baby it's not a wrong thing, it's actually a good thing that we need to promote, but to the extent that we have another misconception is helping family means sacrificing my future and your uncrophobia when they travel abroad I'm on it Zambia, US, any country now. Or no, they don't try to make sure that they are okay first. Obu baby ordinary but to adding. Ediano be the sometimes adding. I was having a conversation with one gentleman of this guy is in this US and has no insurance. Even to the extent the insurance a juma de man can $5 can I betting on. Or see on and I'm saying no dear on yare. I'm saying, hey, Joe. One day I rebe come out on obe mobile. When the sick of no you could feel at the any movement or the any project. But the thing is, the project is not bringing you any process here. We are not saying don't go and do a project in Ghana, but what we are trying to say is that helping family does not mean say sacrifice your future, because the truth of the matter is of a baby. Or according to na sem toa, unless it be a politician here. Usually as sem toa, a bad didn't say fear for ever send sika be abro. That is the gospel truth. And in make sure support family is very important. Oh my, no papa or Ghana, support them is very important. But also make sure you're not doing it at the verge of your own collapse. Make sure so worn out and you're also okay. Oh baby, do tito. Oh baby, that atadia obeshe. Oh Adriania ubedi. Sometimes you need to go eat out. Like make sure you are mentally okay. But if you for bed in bia to omuze ebusuani nyina damn you. Meanwhile, ya men sana this guy command no. This guy command no the year masem Ghana. or to fear where you organ or yours offer. You light no more with tremo into Brabitia light bill no offer. Or maybe try issue. Look at all this. We are not saying don't help family, but another misconception I say helping family means I'm sacrificing my whole future and I'm not even trying to make sure I'm okay here. No, that is another thing alphabet for me. I find it very difficult to understand. Yeah, we enable people to do certain things. We enable them to always demand. We enable them to feel entitled at the verge of collapsing. Yeah, what Ghana no. Me do be example. One gentleman be obemina. Oh yeah, say, hey, na ne bramo abrochi na ne bramo de omo chese omo fi no omo brain iska omo nyisi na ne bra ekofa ne ba abrochire. Okofa ne ba abrochire. Ano friend ma make say ompa ne bra che ona. So nim say na abrochire ba eti anka ontu kwan no. Number 2, ne bra ma bre pa fi na wo hu say they be your friend na okase bi ohia ska so nya abotre no afi na wate ase no they only say e bia abrochi ni oba ya na ska no, and most people are not able to tell the people the truth. So he is struggling here, but or send sika or stretch an extra mile send sika command ni bra ni sister ni offer crowd no ye adwuma Ghana ejiska that no oh stretch yourself, and then you are here. You are struggling. A lot of people are going through a lot. See, I don't say one misconception is say you can't want some say but not to the extent that you are not okay. Because if something happens to you, the truth is that it'll be hard for them to send money from there to you over here. You bet count you nyame. See, so also make sure so you can't love others and hate yourself.
Yeah, but then it was kind of truth. And I say, your culture no, will be sharing any buy, and son yeba, and I say, send city be I want to be or maybe few ones, maybe na, maybe and I make us a Chinese can maybe cry, or bab no more kakra, uncle ban, suddenly money now, what a idea your culture. And no just say, or so said you can break you future for say, chinchina was so quite sad. No, when he said, oh, yes, sir. I was sort of 2 near my year, and near man to 2 years, whose situation of so many people who made the part, the part I have any say. Bema, we school, we did 24 to be about 45, able, strong, see you many. Now, what Tiasia man said, you many hunting, now sending his car. A bit to me send here to extend say, with me, Casse, maybe worry you near money's car. Now, money's car. No. One nation in the man, Miss, I would have met yourself. Oh, the man is having now be no. Say, do many ho. No, what yes, me want to now so for quite be didi. It is a music and I'm quite in community, Diana. Lady, oh man, be near you fine. Now, more able. Call ban a knife for near them. It's a near mamma for swat tono. Omodia Omotombia and Yana. Meanwhile, to a Juma, what here Juma way and every crank our Ghana can yes, a Juma. No work crew, now they are quack mom. You see, the part that piss me off when they say, ye wow, if you see a wow, by ye wow, ye how more rather. It's a do point no no con, so money escape you more no con, I want to see it. A yenutia, the way almost 10, almost say to be beside first one. Very film character to a point, you say, do point to be a net affiliate, just say, I ain't to quack. So one farmer now, because I would know not to say situation. I feel besides can have an idea. No. Twaso. Catch us on baby. Because ye more, yes, and I won't one panel. One who feels our one, you see. A dear about enablement, and say, Mommy, enablers no. San omutio. Enablers no. San omutie. Officer on as a enemo boboa. Bay a how honey panel. Would you need 2 situations? Yeah, would you need 2 situations? Be ma, a bedu baby no. So when you be, so won't mean your money be ma. No, what say from be 30 years all the way to 40 years. What sheno on any ma school BBR. I feel I would me farm. I said, no, I was all twasso. I was all twasso. Yes, I didn't ever see a dream home. Abuchifo no oh dream ho ye bibi sana. Man, don't start a fight you cannot finish it or you can't end it.
Right.
I was so because we did not that situation 10 years. What man go through sa life no. I feel as we die. No. That's how enablers are. Enablers are no tie. Oh we dear eh no sell. And especially most receiving end no so no. Nipa no ye osa na bidu me ntimi nye sa ahode na wo no enru sa bi. The first nipa no abruchi no said ye can we na kwasi ka no. Na danfo no bedru ne brother no bedru no hu se ne situation sitie. You know, we see diamond utim ye twa light mo akobɔ double oba beda. Wonder kakra was after would disturb on sleep. Was have so yako. Bra light ye twemu.
Oh my goodness.
The light ye twemu. Wow ma could you run our story be okay was it wow ma toilet no. I am my book was me yimuna. Excuse my life, me was it me mama duani is mama my baby amasa akoya so mumani mumu. No, omuntimi nyɛ saa, but beginning no the other year no. Sɛ ne wosi yɛ begin now yɛ. It was all to us. Me policy so now yɛ deɛ was all to us. Yes, I was on TSB. I'm here for the first 2 years. Yeah, can muna mo sɛ mo yɛ. What's the other channel? The part cry and I had you cry.
Waka advice in my dear beto.
Wako double was abesidako. What did you was abesidako beda kakra was a chako as a say cry it's a first no. Now you call your first a collect call. Was that or call my woman? I was say tia. What's up? The first collect call. What do collect call? It's a certain senior collect call. Office be na issue fee. What your issue big time be to solve to be far of fast. One what disturb me sleep. Call us. I mean I say tia. Miss I you toilet. Was it mumani mungu? So these are nyama ekoso ewo abrochirefo ntem. You know, sometimes we do a kind of way be say ubia in situation, ubia the different food be compare. Unyano papa no, or aunt no kind of story at Yasiamano. It isn't it too more than, but sometimes Yama man full face you hano. Ubu no man said they all can want to me, it be all no money situation to try or yan the best thing at least. Bit me man to agu yaman a BSC by still no, the Ekoso and Ekoso. See a can number of times a month for a bit vacation. Never vacation, who are one in a map McDonald's Cromura Hoda. McDonald's Cromura Hoda. What's not be a 20 years, 15 years. One in a restaurant, Cromun Kubida, all in the names or try so this can be coffee. Now it's a vacation. That's what not a your friend is saying, or not restaurant be crosswood. No, Pie on Yeshi, on Kope Bia, from a Juma to fear, from fear to from a sorry to fear. Set them up. See, there was a time guys be almost to tea fear near my says and near my bassa and crying boo of there. What's the vacation be our back a week or how we come from could be in this kind of from almost senior man or from Kotosa Yaman. As meanwhile to these people are trying. Yeah, because some person invest to somebody be coffee. You see, as when you can't won't hear you. You see, I was making answer last week, now make an example about how you know sometimes won't test man and say na the brother be na will be sat. The girlfriend be ne maami ewu be seska get me insurance for me to how dare you say your friends say piska koye you say car insurance you know the banam say say ampa yes won jano cry me die say jano cry kasa no be afraid be piska koye ya say your car insurance na car insurance promo car insurance wa anya be de to car be de kwa to car you know see eti people go through things. Amafu go through nyama bebree. No be or stories about sanyama women you know. This will be at McDonald's on call. Me say on call that on any maumu ra that. As ko fisika or coffee ko dina your friends African store no yesika coffee you will be shocked. You know. These are some of the things that and he said I will say misconception we see free. The next one all debt is bad. Some debts destroy wealth, but well-planned debt can help build assets. You see, bebree hɔnom ɔmo baeɛ no ɔmo gye Macy's ɔmo gye Bloomingdale's, Omoji we no, and Omudi in a kama, Tifruno, who shrew crash of a codet piano. Because what a fan so say, you say, Obitin Cass scarf and so has, I believe no, it a few person called that. Yenny Nana Tessa, you good debt. Debt be on ma, it me wow. You name him say, you must send a bit me cook 400,000, 500,000 out of house. It makes sense. Say we betray our 10%, betray our 5%, wait me nya sa house no what's name. That's how build the equity amount. Now we share principal ne kakra. It makes sense. But so would you debt? Edi ade credit card, edi aton tade, and the eka send the
akotoka kese adem.
You see, and also you bad debt. Men fat car and say car a good debt. Car never any good debt. And Franco can home. Cars I can see it. Cars are intimate. She say car no go cry intimate moody, and so near better. You make it 50,000. Near cars 100,000, 70,000. Sometimes you say because me 70,000, 70,000 car we make it 50,000. Be have power. You see, in reality, no, you shouldn't use more than your friend is saying. Your cash should not be more than half of your yearly income. And you make it 70,000. Car cost really say 35,000 and more than 35,000. That's how so downsizing. Especially so what they are talking about, also downsizing. So there are so many good debts. Their debt are investing. We invested in BBA. What is the make channel? But I said debt we are not the num, way the debit, and they are good debt. Stay away from bad debt, but not those good ones, no. Because they can say, oh, train me 500,000 akoto house, and you can feel no to that. Won't mean talk because better what me any says can just simple way a better. It is good. And then there are so many things which may use debt they invested. Because now can be about one buffing. Now take us in the power. If I will remember that guy, no name, if I know Ron Gorin was a visa. Gorin, me referring the first name. Alan Gorin was a Ron Gorin. Gorin, yeah, you didn't know. Or no, any the other guy friends like radio your friends say well no 3.
Yeah, I am referring there. Yeah. Sorry.
That guy was smarter than all of them. But the reason why I didn't take that guy was because of bad debt. You see, now we use options and I did to talk investment. There was a time Chalimonga near the other one was Wangarin.
Yeah, Wangarin, yeah.
Yeah. If I'm right, I'm saying that name. Or no, I smarter than Chomutunina. But because we're smart at the same time, let's add in from. He was using those things or taught those Nyamano. At the end, when you almost at all, no. In the start on the Yamani as torn asset in ya and was very free system. It has a bad debt. It has a debt you have a bad or so tears. There are some debt I very bad, don't even have to go in. You know, among stock options, you beat me debt. The guy need be no debt, nor the yes stock options, a bit flow, a bit landeo. Men call even stock options now, Casano. Yeah, and yet very simple, sir. I'll say you should debt at the yes, man. A double call. So they are good debts. Look into them. So financial education ye na start say what the things I also use those things now also beating your toe in debt. You make to shoe, make to Gucci shoe, make to your friends saying a baby bag and this money this are a debt. Those are bad debt. The bad thing say and no crown sad debt no and fabi bihamro. When I say tria na tria with interest come. But imagine say what to house, what to investment property. Now what me tria kakrana one unya equity room. 2 bring you income. What is the matter? Those are things I was here. Nyama a bit me the asset abre. That idea asset abre better than a win.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yep. And another thing, before I come to this ground, one thing about data, and also I think in African communities, especially in Ghanaian communities, student loan. Say obaji student loan. I mean, I say me can buy of a better amount for nemeko. Say oba school na so beji student loan dia. Me stress say any managing loan nko programmer at least we are. Sometimes there are programs that we are the job is assured. Medicine, pharmacy, those jobs is assured or they are in high demand. But a man according to student loans or the quality photography. Rather buy him or her a digital camera. No starting here photography. By the time and now for 4 years new they will be saddled in debt on the work more graduation photo shoot. So and one of the ways that you can avoid the student loan and the also community colleges, right? They are almost like they are just like college, regular college now, but you are getting the program done at a reduced cost. Sometimes you even get the financial aid, a share fees offer full creditor. But Ghana no say obu wanko college wanko college na soko community college yamana as a minimum no and that is not true. You can take advantage of the community college if you don't get a full ride scholarship to the 4-year college, into the community college would probably pay everything for you, and then you will be able to also work. What is here? You'll be able to also work. Now, afi what me di sikana aya de foforo by mu bebre na no ye bankra prom ho ekora school we are going to know loan they are not able to pay, they are not able to continue the school again, then as okoya asawamba. So that is another thing that we can do to avoid huge student loan. Can it be parent and carry the child to start from a community college. Now later or transfer, it will reduce the burden on you, no kakra.
Yeah, because now can me kind of community college. You say the good thing is who say nipa be bring crane be started here. Say crane be approach your parents class right. Community college. So that's a very, very good thing. I said your kind most of them the your friends in the state will pay your tuition, and I'll be a local government here. They will pay your tuitions for you.
Yeah, they'll pay.
Yeah, training now. That's when you're half of a year friend say 2 year there when 2 years
now when you're free
with the aqua because we shall be back with Kunkrofu Krum ha. Zira so on Krofu your way. See financial full degree. Yeah. And apart from that, school now, apart from saving community college, there are so many ways I'll be your friends saying scholarships, main kind of educational, your friends educational scholarship, and your friends say other scholarships. So between different scholarships between most of the time, you tie yourself to a particular school. It says high school now my scholarship and one, but there's different ways between 500 from here, 1,000 from here, 2,000 from here. Maybe I can't get away some friends say get your true confessions of scholarships. Really so saying or no say or the chief baby you have 500,000.
Yeah.
It will be different angles. Or starting from your community. You are locally no more you are 1,000, 2,000 or one. Even I was surprised to see even who are crowd or more scholarship or we are short or more scholarships or and you're matched yet. But starting until be webinar be bree. Between the aqua you paid in heavy.
Yes.
Now they were now kind of very interested say will be person could photography near there. These days there are so many things are here. I won't say no your community and say the one cohort dear and that's we fail. And yes, sanity. It's good say these days and it's coming to light. Say some of the things na here say also how do just boot camp be a bit to me a solve side issue cry. I'm waiting. Tiana will say we have to look into all those things now. Yep. And yet when you are car to you so we are ubenya adwuma no rice can be ban about student loan ko a obetua no na be do nam no enye papa especially mo moji loan na o musa akoye programs a is because it was a program be on ma even though a good but our program undergrad first degree into me and ma bibia this was I more answer
yeah
esa na the how ba
yep yeah The 10th one, again, for a problem. If I don't start big, then it's not worth starting. On the medical say consistency is your friend. So, we hear Warren Buffett, or no, or starting in kakra, and he said stock market perform 20%. Now only 2 billion from it. Remember, he has been consistent for over 50 years. But and then I was starting now. And then I was starting now. You want it to be as big and profitable like somebody who has been in the game for 50 years. Do you think you can cheat nature? No. Obia will game move for 50 years. What about game indeed 3 years? Also, person in the that is not possible. So people, most of them, like I said, they are waiting for the perfect moment. But the thing is, waiting for the perfect condition usually delay progress. Start with the little that you have. And again, patience, consistency, and constant knowledge acquisition is your friend. In Chenia, I can say to say via investment, I can say it's never too late to start. However, if you start early, it helps. If you start early, it helps. And it's not how much the high income or high salary. It's not how much you earn, or it's not how big the money is. It's about the small, consistent actions that will build growth. And no all they were doing a cost. And fiti preko pese unya ne bo buy wa beto of amu groma say oh buy ne ya oh pese be no fine you can outsmart them if you have enough information, but maybe only say every program bia or every system bia it has rules and regulations. If you try to be smarter than the rules and regulations, say and you and I in baby no it be you, and as a word drew every now and you say word no not a you. So I think that is one thing that we need to pay attention to. Just start with what you have. It doesn't have to be big. Just start, be consistent, you'll be fine.
Yeah, guys, the link at two from yes, started said this year best at Yamama for Wakasa. Well, maybe episode share knowledge be be testimony be episode share biano bit the atunti no person ba because you hear the or say said you can you may be one you do that stage nice say the me do 55 into as a jego and yes and it here a man jingusa a jego say me call your calculators our Patrick solution here yan corner in shade wa and him say we are mammy winning free. Say you this 50, this 65 cry. Because you only probably be retire at the age of 65. $1 chromonio, or more yin and say, on beji be free, your friends and social security. It's in say D50 crowd, the say D50, initiate near D50, or so there be. Yeah, we are 1960 above 9, never retire 67, at least for now. That's at this time, your macro ni ko near they will be any home. That's you need $1 cry, you're investing, that's you invested 500, right? Maybe 10%, say they now can a rate of 10%. For the next time, it at least be 260,000, which is not bad at all.
At all.
And yet it changed zero. Into me, yeah, me and say, oh, yeah, we. But the way crown influence say, you know, to me, 700, see, Yamiadum in Yiniche. Now they ultimate cocrabe 70 bicrana, right? Benya be 370, almost 400,000.
Just 3 years difference now.
Just 3 years.
Wow.
Now, if you are investing this, right? If you are investing this at that age now, that's a bit more 10%. Because say every year biano, a bit me amount, if I say 35,000.
Yes.
Put 5,000 back. If I 30,000, I can't a friend saying because averagely no share the social security amount for Jina in 30,000 a year. In 30,000. So that means you are above that cry. In the ever 1,500 krana, right? 1,500 krana. That means you are more a 2 year. It is what now say, oh, a big good dear, baby a dream dear, just a dear good dear. And no one you dream. And no one you dream. Never say never until you say it's over. Until you say it's over. It's baby I will be anti imagine say if your number see ye now be starting at 40 krana. Baby I been no a ye be brave. A be brave. It's a case member will be a medada a mekika your friends say insurance be need D&D be why invest. You see, insure we insure yourself or sad in more we invest or sad in. You see, because IOU, your friends it gives stocks market returns with no risk. Charlie, naka fund manager said the only day. That's a coming now be no makoto be no be at baby. Yes, sometimes I do also dream home. Some no can you true. Why are the fund managers there? Every hedge fund manager come be jai chankwa. No me na ko invest in insurance. What is it? Me boy.
Yeah.
Ko invest in insurance. It is say what say insurance no returns with no risk. It is what say obi say what say calling kinky a pizza. No. Yeah, similar things there but a man who baby you know agents they like seeing those things no. It and then the other one especially more to be that no. Obi na na me na ka wasi na baby a medrie na me say baby a wadrie de mu adi no mo ni nko emfa bi nko ka ho bi ye watua na ye se wutimi gi na ye a kakra abeje no agi no afiri ho because what betimi invest my years from 2019 all the way to 2000 as today I can say the stock market average 10% crowd is it's almost like 80%. So let me make an example actually 80%. But these people were still paying cap no 13%.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not even close. It's more far. We know what that for betting jiska book no akusi down Ghana. Betting no that no more the akwakohye saa ho no. Because after all, so why we see can we invest in episode so betting akusi down. Almost you wuntua ekwo ayi nim. A friend says can I watch it to ho no it say BBC
benefit.
Yes, dev benefit BBC na that dev benefit na also come out. Omunye says can sad the waji no betie free. It is like all robo man kra and our robo man dependent na what am. There are so many things on become and I would I mean the part come sama omodada mo so to be ama. Now obanu when you are financially would na you. Financially dey na you. Anyway.
Yeah. Zida question. I say, how can we pay off our student loan quickly?
Okay. It looks as if said I'm saying we crowd a Patrick way. Yeah, what it is your strategies are between their pay. We have two ways paying off loan. We have avalanche and your debt snowball. Usually I like this debt snowball. Almost me and I say look the same, but on the debt snowball side, no, you're not energized because of the way it is. One, so if I saw 3 loans or 3 and I said 3 debt opposite here, or 500, or 1,000 and 1,005. 1,005 no interest no, it be a 10%. 1,000 no interest 8%. 500 interest be a 5%. On the avalanche side no, say you attack the one with the bigger interest rate. It's about 1,005 no so first. Yeah, start to see it 1,005 na near here. It is me 500 every month meet me the atoswa. 1 month me treat here the other ones new year minimum payment. Now me the 500 up to 1,000 1,005 no so I make 1,000. Must say treat the following month. It be taking me 3 months. And some me treat sad debt in a week. We small one thing yes and yes and. I guess what? On the other side, no, if we use that snowball now, you have interest rate in because that system no, we use within 2 years. We are serious debt is to me a year through. If you start with the small ones first, you have interest rate. It's more 570 to swap. Remember, first month, no, we treat you at the other side, a friend minimum payment. We are me could when first month may sa can free. You say, I dare so the more me and says, I be me, into energizing my mere more. So to the channel. Hey, we say a few weeks to be take it 2 months into 3 months, no. It is tier 2 debt if you are being who's had debt complete now for your car one me attacking. Now we sending to Americans our debt is so that's a 10,000 was who 10,000 we and son about 2,000 so who the American the difference. But also 2,000 and son wako 10,000 so was it 2,000 quick. 4,000 ko busa fina ka ba ko 10,000. That snowball hold on. Because you start so because I'm saying coming here, but I'll to be fee to time my how to pay off your student loan. The time because the student loans, no, yana minim say a boom ba different. Then that means it was about one in pieces. In pieces. No starting sa. Omakase be a tria, nina 300. Uchiatna will be yibkoni naso. No target small one a womb. That small one, the big one up to soon. To all of a sudden, that small one, I call. No, I call the next one. Maybe a 250 dB or 4,000 dB or 10,000. 250 was where you're from a fee. Two minimum one. Now starting to was yes and fee. And I do bet you be a no kukuni na sa payment 500. No, as I the the other one. To say all of a sudden that there's no born a really bonus to go no cherry. And that's how I be CDF here. And you student loan crowd debt piano. Sani,
all right. I hope
so. Zita, friend, what friend Nebraska? Nabekasa. Okay, let's see.
Yep. For misconceptions need their doors. It's just 10, which is just a fraction of many. Yeah, kika ni ma
ba could be ho yen fan to sumo mo see mo bonus. Sa
bonus.
Bonus em say would twa mu. But I was see elaborating kakra when it comes to that bonus now.
Okay.
Because some of us know I BB say bonus me ba. Credit cards are I say we two.
Okay.
One year I don't need savings abroad because I will retire back in Ghana. I don't need savings abroad because I will retire back in Ghana.
I don't need savings abroad because I retire in Ghana. Until you've retired and you are in Ghana, SASM is an illusion because currently, US in out, UK in out, Germany in out, to make sure say baby out, you are okay there. So bon home buying answer because all cancer retire in Ghana, you are not in Ghana yet. So if you are saving in Ghana, and then I say now to me Ghana but now so what I recommend is that baby out because in presently that is where you live. So your decisions, your plans should be there. You can make plans for Ghana, but if a chunk of your money is going to Ghana just for savings, because all person retire or Ghana, then I'll be to baby out and make sure you are living okay there. And you have your peace of mind. Before that, and somehow you even be able to comfortably plan for Ghana now. And it's another misconception.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah,
big time. It's because what it is so retire or Ghana crana, you still need what so far as what also to be born home by
yeah.
The BRDM kind of said, say if I've invested in real estate houses, need those things now. It's all sort of investment in maybe what is the matter? They're good. And the other thing, make an example where you say, the other tools are a bit so simple, a bit more when you are not lifting a finger, you are just investing in. These are all these pension contributions. You are not doing anything. All you are just you see kind of cost because who is why you investing. One way or the other, you're not starting getting the money by a sort of like passive income because it also invested that grows over time. Those are the things I was saw here. What time was now? Ukukuru na utimi deko. You cry the baby. I won't hear see bikukuru adiako. Man na onye juma. They just can all the time. Investment about 10% na kwesi kan wasem no. Utimi je ujia the purposes of inflation, say more 30, 300,000 never me 30 a 30 na a year na. Mitimi sa de bia be 25 gum. Mitimi de be 5 gum. No masa afa 20 no. Say be inflation ti bia no na ekoso. See, but say ye nya hwe kra wo hasa de, the other part here me say amanfoɔ wɔ this misconception to be okrana says our retirement plans so bit me be enya free money no you don't get me sa free money be hear me here because it's free
It's free money.
Yeah when you cry now at least you free money no you know just the match no you can free one if you the next one I'm saying waka I say I must look successful to people back home respect me. I must look successful so people back home respect me.
Pressure.
Misconception leads to many into lifestyle inflation. Yes, people back home. And they near people back home. How come? It's near too expensive clothes, yeah, too expensive gadget, cars. You know, all these are social pressures. Yes, a validation from all this. Now, Sanya man block your financial progress. See, true success, financial stability, not flashy spending. I was here, you know, I quite remember saying that many guy back who you didn't come on here. Now we are talking about these things now. No status work. I said, I said, na make an a unyanko be by the na ni babeka. That's massa. I'm say come unyan say come at the pa. That's when you bring up so yeah. The neighbor beka na dream home. You know, I always say this. The time I thought say financially and I was free was time when we say I don't care anymore about people that talk about me. You know, I don't care about the old dream family. I don't care. Yes, I'm always free.
Yep.
Because you live for you, not living for people. Sister, how about you, Kasa?
Yeah, I think so. Okay, yeah. She's on mute now.
Good evening.
Yeah, also.
Good evening.
Come and Mr. Befi. Yeah, India. I'm what to say.
Yamiadum.
Congratulations, Mr. Kankam.
So when will I know?
Make
up Mr. Kaka, when will I know?
Our newly married man. I'm sure. But so my contribution can make can I say one time be you call New York Kofsara Adam Fubi. Na me call no a diner or timina or ma fancy a 2-bedroom to the back one ma abrewebia one shed any family no ohia wanting on a neti. But in that small apartment, you know, now another couple so on my living room no most rent it. I rent it on the curtains. I say I want to just almost so one almost tea. And so over here, no, this couple will be building mansions in Ghana. All them channel. And so they don't even have a place to call home. Oh, it's say na more cano. I think says honey it's better you live good here. Before sober dream say, Mammy Koye Japadia Kasibi wo Ghana, Ubianka sebe mammy and nye Japadia but a be muno overdo it. One time be so me share woman be word you mem. No se me boniti mano. In any casanko for friend no send this scan or send this guy. And commodity dear Muna catch me say on the about Cromwa over bears 20 years on a day on rented dined out. Mattress ground to be down. And I'm saying to him, or ye livings. Into free where Juma mu and or call Juma way. Sa so bet transia rented dine. Akasa hana me tinti me kwabano. Just say onye bida. But she was building bigger mansions in Ghana. To Ghana for we should consider living good here. I'm not saying say Obed live above means, but aha and I would say. Into what na yesu ama okra na kra na neje. Chen say ebe ye nkru to adwuma bebre say de woka na nwuma bu okra tie. Say ya Ghana na de man say nyake enye. Enso so sika kakra ye penti. na yɛayere yɛn ho ayɛ Ghana for is so ye ku ye ho ama apart from mama no papa no omo nhyɛ da mfa yɛn ho oh omo nhyɛ da mfa yɛn ho me ankasa me example me 2014 na me ko ware nti me ko Ghana no me go Kumasi me husband wa Accra eti me hwɛ baabi na ma wo 14 na nyɛ me fine and me sister dey na me pɛ me rente flat bi ma omo na omo asetena mu nyɛ kama nsa na bia ma ko Ghana my eti me ko and me planning wedding at the same time me hwehwɛ dan ti my very busy but me ko no me ko tena me sister peninche. Can you imagine say about 3 days or less than that no na only men yan to kodin yi me niema to agu abonte se me nko na oba en ne fie aduane nyina sa
Wow.
me wa no so no me nti fie na ma bedidi wo nuane enti se wo yen sika no ne se o bi azita ma miska akra na me fa endi dwangu fie na enkwala kan ho bia me ho kire me oh only me yen to kwa nka no na epani o sese bi o dipti ka bampo me epe baabi e ma ya wo fotena ye bibia sika kobonim haidan di mu niema chese to to mu niema nyina furniture nyina bibia brand new and contribute hwe wedding nyina man contribute $1 and so me betra won che less than a week only me akwa to me niema to agwabonten ewie se me sa me power chow and that kind of mentality no mo no. So also would you would koto almost say oh that me kotra Ghana says then no mu say we ATM card oh omo here bibia na ombefrɛ bibia na ombefrɛ na pass here dream ho pass oh me nua we fenti David oh as so many years no na me kotena Ghana it can wo hu nua kura sanka o say dɔne ani gie na wo de ehia no anti na mesramu ya yetia no yenhwe ye ho ye oh enti no men kase bia ne wobusuafo nye basabasa na so di kan dwen wo ho ansa
Yeah.
obu on mo kwa no kwese busuadan first abro no si bi man ho na fe busuana sa ne no eye ntokwa o dan no no abre ne wasi no dwen ho ansa enti kakra me
Yeah.
smeti na
Me say
contribute
one
ne
time be one time be this a friend say one man be eba on osa about program so be kind o say or retire na o sit down na ne plan nyan so be retire back home to sit down say or retire but o sit down ne brother ketwa nti o sit down so nti madan ntina ho sa kwa before then me kan yi kakran fa we ho AI training class I about governance 6 to 8 weeks it started 31st also yeah hit we made a link nso beto we no o scan we a obinya no atimi ayi bi name say na job is our works say one we are be dikan AI mu no na be for adwuma AI is not going to take our jobs but those that are going to learn AI no
Yeah.
be di aka was any in
Okay.
and try and get yourself, especially anytime there's something like this, no, there's wealth transfer. Yent na ho say they be etna ho no na etwam ejaye, especially your friends saying before. This is the time the right time for us to get in. Because that training AI, the bias is no woman, and we see it go it make sure say you're getting it right. It's idea. If you you go see, yeah, tiena na tie. Is you
Yeah.
apply for creditor. Almost the gum to say the na because your training is say send yes, say sanity. Again, so tax time drew tax pass-through solutions. We join a bit to say tax more join any tax more link no hana me fan to hono zita min twa no me ba nto ade kakra tax ni to get in touch 703-981-1910 yenyama. The good thing about us is say when you do your taxes with us you also have free section one section you be sure finance man no all year round. Finances, BBA Kosubiano, in the home because we are part of the family, Patricia Solution family. To get in touch, Yemwa, BBA Swa, Opposition, BBA, help people to get out of debt and any finance, mortgages, BBA. Eti, Papa, say, Okwa, ne brother, it's a ordinary fio, and ne ma, nebusia formative fio, 20 years old, you say, and ye BBA. Your crowd no that guest room no aba within it 2 weeks awaba. If you retire now no call back. Your choir no so call that guest room sir. No catching me and say waba. No so waba and welcome dear ya. Edi be 1 month that guest room no so. Me catch us say my buffy my ba retire. No say yes waba there say no. No so my ba my retire my buffy into me ba be fa. Just me ba be midnight at least. Was all start to be a baby. Yes, I cry at least. Also, the master bedroom was a what? Me for the amount. The master bedroom was no. Ah, what back or pay die for see? Was me go better me sit down some retirement. Also, no, what back or pay die for see? Can you believe, say? Can you believe, say? Yeah, the coy bushia for moment nasi momo casana. Or seen a bushia for the man, nasi, unkusi die for. Na baby I was starting or dan or the achini mianu so the head and tunkus that was the man fancy no miss one name to time ba my man say back also no so you say because that ninti no one prepare bibia wa ha wa anye bibia wa ha ono wa ni bibia wi o say the man kura pen the lady em say that the baba akon awu nti nem say o hono so no di kan na ko no aba it is say so ko ga no so ye den no wa ha no na fi odwendwen ko be fa so ye zita de oka na right omo mfa ye ho saa o ono no nkufi se nko oboa ne nua no mo wanya ba bi atena na nka satan wo de te ona nka won so de sort ne ho out ene nka se bi abusua bi atesa enya abusua bi anete saa ebi wo ayipa ba majority of them no they de oka na ATM obi kura na the first say you say this all this misconception the first say nipa no abrochi ntino say nipa no share that so me we bi kura no kura wo Ghana no nneɛma yɛ okay me de bia meka me sɛ the same ɛnyɛ different biara ɔmo Ghana no so no wo timi ka sɛ na me sɛ yɛ nti ɔmo Ghana no ɔmo yɛ yie no so kyɛn ɔmo ana no the same the same no these are that's it for your contribution
Me patch on besa me sa your kinds is here and besa me contribute. There was another friend or no Italy. But now for years and or buy it my husband had done front or buano and almost see dying kama na ne maame yare na ɔde ne maame ne ne nuanom kɔtena so mo hwɛ maame no or twin sisters. Can you imagine say Brian struggle and ɔde ba London and then the wife and I feel ɔmo movie from London no aba Canada and nneɛma ɔyɛ tough mom na that kona ne nua to ne baako kyɛ sɛ ɔmo mu hwee nyɛ hwee kyɛ sɛ ɔmo awowo na ɔmo nua yi na ɛhwɛ ɔmo na kyɛ sɛ nkwasi asɛm saa ɔfrɛ me husband bɛbɔ ne nua ne charges so wahu brother ɔkɔ aburokyire sei ne sɛ ɔmɛfa obiaa ɔmɛyɛ oh my husband sɛ hwɛ na ɔmokasa aburokyire dafo mɔ
because ɔmo ticket ɔmo plan nyinaa no nti ɔmo de ɔmo nyɛ hwɛ ɔmo twɛn na sɛ ticket na ba bɛyɛ deɛ bɛyɛ
asɛm ka kyerɛ sɛ hwɛ ne dan ne dia dan deɛ sɛ osi maayɛ kyɛ sɛ nti sɛ woyɛ
ɔno ne dan na
w'adeɛ
osi mu a ɔmo
oh yes sɛdeɛ wadamfo no deɛ na ɔmo sɛ ɔnkɔsi foforɔ nti no deɛ nya deɛ ɔba ɛna ɔmo expect sɛ ɔsɛ ɔbɛfa ɔmo ɛkɔ aburokyire nti no sɛ woanyere wo ho paa na sɛ wokɔyɛ yesusu ano awurade mfa nkyɛe yɛdɔ yɛ nuanom dodo oh but wonyini no a ɔsɛ ɔmo ani da hɔ because obiara fight for no so no family because wo nuanom nyinaa obiara ware awowo mma it is obiara dwe ne ma ho a why do you have to wait and give woman nneɛma pa no nyinaa ɛma wo nuanom sɛ sɛ nti na wo ma no dɛn na ɔmo so da kyerɛ ɔmo bɛyɛ nti no we need to be wise
yeah That's it. Because he point.
Yep, of a fee. GD is a net dear, Yakanyama bebre, and these misconceptions here, I can once a miss is real. You be brave dreams, but nimdeɛ ne adeɛ a ɛbɛtumi ayi free some misconceptions, because misconceptions only appear to be truthful only when you don't know the truth. But when you be no krena, you always be fearless. Ti yɛbɛhyɛ yɛn ho nkran sɛ like yɛnsua deɛ, let's pay, go to seminars, watch financial videos. Nneɛma team biara na sɛ ɛbɛbie w'adwene mu na afei it will make you think positive. That is what we really need to invest our time into. And I feel to say you need bibia yembre wants ni musa obia wa yebida. And most importantly, if you're a Ghanaian living in the diaspora, please and please again make sure where you are living you are okay until so better transition to Ghana. And make sure where you are living you have a place to call home, you have a place to lay your head, you are living very okay. I want also all protect to the fullest. You'll be okay then, not just think about say, oh, it was one of the misconceptions, helping family, and at the end you sacrifice everything for them and you will find yourself wanting to BGDA said tonight's topic has been a blessing to most of our viewers and listeners.
Thank you. Really, okay, make sure you spend wisely, save intentionally, and be generous. As it does for your contribution, it'll be asked for joining in. Like I said, these days now, EBA lines now for your contribution. Yeah, but be ready. But maybe also for a contribution. But okay, until we meet again. Bye bye.
All right. Bye bye, everyone. Bye.